Sup folders. So in today's video I will be doing why your team will not win the Super Bowl. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. So I'm going to be doing this by game. So first we're going to start off with the Browns and Steelers. I have the playoff bracket on my right here, so I'm looking at that. Browns and Steelers. The reason why the Browns will not go to the Super Bowl, there's so much. I'm going to say this for every team, so I'll say it for every team right now, not just specifically the Browns. There's so much competition. Anyone can win the AFC. Anyone can win, because they're all great teams. They're all great teams. There are better teams, obviously, but any team could win at any point. The top seed could beat the bottom seed could beat the top seed. The top seed could beat the middle seed. The middle seed could beat the top seed. It's just like how it rolls in the AFC. There's so much competition. The reason the Browns won't, though, is they're still trying to form their full team. I don't think they're at the full extent that they want to be, and they're versing the Steelers, which went on a 11-game winning streak. Yeah, 11-game winning streak, which was insane by them. They did start losing at the end, but in Week 17, the Steelers did kind of beat them up, even with their practice squad people. So, kind of says something about the Browns, but we'll have to see. Baker Mayfield looks good. Everyone looks good there. The thing about the Steelers, though, the reason why the Steelers won't is because you don't just go on 11-game win streak and then lose to bad teams. They lost to the Bengals, the Washington football team. Who else? The Browns, I'm guessing, I think. I can't remember the exact teams, but they did beat one of those teams. So they went on 11 and then lost. They lost, 4? 3? I'm not sure what I think they're 13-3 or 12-4. I think they're 12-4. But yeah, they lost games they shouldn't have lost. They're a good team. If Juju starts dancing again, we'll have to see what happens with that. But if he does start dancing again, they might lose. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about those two teams. I feel like either one of them could win, but I feel like there's so much competition. Even if they win that game, they'll have to move on, and they'll either have to play. I don't know who they have to play, depending on who wins. They either play the Colts, the Bills, the Ravens, Titans, the Chiefs. You have to verse them, one of those teams at least once, and they're all good teams, so anyone could win that. But yeah. And then you move to Colts versus Bills. The Colts defense is insane. The only problem with the Colts is that you got an old quarterback in Phillip Rivers. He's got 9 kids. He's not as mobile as some of these other quarterbacks that are in the playoffs right now. Fulton, Patrick Mahomes, at least somewhat movable. I keep saying movable. I mean mobile. You got Lamar Jackson. And then you have running backs are good, and then receivers, they're just not at the top tier. I think if they can hold Josh Allen down, they will be able to win. But then you got to either play, I don't know, because it's weird because it flips seeds, so it depends who wins. But then you got to play some really good teams. Their defense might not win them all the way to the Super Bowl, so that's why I think they'll lose. Bills, Josh Allen has played fantastic this whole year. MVP, maybe. I'm guessing maybe Josh Allen. Maybe Josh Allen. I'm not sure. But towards the end, he didn't look as good, so they can't go on a bad streak at the end here. You can't do it. It's the playoffs. And that is one of the top teams I think could win the AFC next to whoever I explain to you in a second. But yeah, Josh Allen has to perform. If he doesn't, they're out of there because the Colts defense is insane. Next up, we have the Ravens and the Titans. The Ravens, former MVP Lamar Jackson, still looking good, just not as good as he did last year. I think that Derrick Henry will have a pop-off game against the Ravens, and they will be able to beat them. The Titans almost lost to the Texans. Which is really bad for them. You can't almost lose to the Texans. They're 4-11. or 5-11, 5-11, 4-11-1. I don't know, but they almost lost to the Texans, and you just can't lose those games. Next up, you have the AFC number 1 seed, the Kansas City Chiefs, looking fire, 15-1. Insane season from Patrick Mahomes and all the guys over there. They're just insane, just the way they play the game. The only way I think they're gonna lose is if they cover Tyreek. They cover Tyreek Hill. But even if you cover Tyreek, this is the part where I have to make this video, or I wanted to make this video, but I was like, shoot, how are you gonna stop the Chiefs? And it's gonna be hard, but it has been done by the Raiders. I don't know how that happened. I expected them to get to the playoffs, but you know what? Full do, Sean. Yeah. But yeah, so I do think the Chiefs are beatable. It's just going to be really hard. The Browns look really strong right now, and so do the Titans and Ravens. Those are the teams that I think look the strongest against the Chiefs. But yeah, I can't really say much about the Chiefs. They haven't done much wrong. But they've made games closer than they should have in multiple situations. So hopefully, or not hopefully, it might just end up like that. He might just give up a game that he can't give up because now we're in the playoffs. But they do have a bye. That's the only one team with a bye here, and there's an extra wild card, which I think is actually pretty cool. I like how they added another wild card team. Because I feel like it's like more interesting. Because sometimes there's gonna be more like really good teams that are played bad few games that they shouldn't have, and that like got them out of the playoffs, which is stupid. So I think this was actually really good to add another wild card team. All right, now we go to the NFC. We have the Rams and Seahawks. The Rams defense is absolutely insane. But you lost to the Jets. All right, I don't think I have to say much about that. You lost to the Jets. I don't know if it was a conspiracy with Bill Belichick being a big brain trying to get a good pick, and you guys just moving the Jets from Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. Could be big brain. I don't think so. But you can't lose to the Jets. You can't do it. So you never know with the playoff game. They could easily beat the Seahawks. Just boom, defense, covered Russ, get sacks. He couldn't do anything. But my prediction is that the Seahawks will win the game. The only way the Rams will win is they just get Russ and cover DK. Because that's the only guy you really have to worry about, except for DK Metcalf and why can't I think DK Metcalf? Tyler Lockett, sorry, I could not think. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are the two people you really have to cover on the Seahawks, and if they let them have big games, you're flawed. But their defense is good, so they should be able to stop them. And if they can't, the Seahawks will win that game. But you do got some competition in the NFC. I do think that it's not as much as the AFC. But they're still pretty good teams. Next, you have the Bears and the Saints. The Bears went 8-8. I don't know how they got in the playoffs. Gonna be honest with you, no clue. They looked, unless they went 9-7. I think they went 8-8. I don't know their exact records just because I don't care enough. But the Bears just, you don't look strong anywhere, to be honest. Unless the Saints get sold by the refs or they just don't perform. Taysom Hill does not perform. I don't think they have Kamara. I don't believe. I think they might. I don't know. I thought they might have just took him out in week 17 just because. Let me check who the players they have. All right, I think they have all their players, so they should tear up if they play. Just play well. That's all they really have to do. They don't have to do much. It's the 8-8 Bears. Just don't sell, and don't let the refs sell you. So don't make it too close where the refs can sell you, but don't sell. Just don't sell, Saints. Come on. I don't want to jinx you, but just don't sell. But then you have the game Buccaneers versus the falling NFC East champion Washington football team. How did we let the people with a no name win the division? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. I feel like the Giants would have been better, but for you Giants fans, we get the number 6 pick. Don't be mad. Don't be mad that you're not in the playoffs. You're 6-10. All right, that's all I'm saying. Don't rage at Doug Peterson just because you're mad you didn't get in the playoffs at 6-10. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. I thought it was a disgusting move by him, and I think he should be fired. That's all I'm saying. Something needs to happen. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I don't know what the Fultz were doing. We have Jalen Hurts, and he looked like he played Fulton fantastic. And we put in Nate Sudfeld for playing time. He's not going in. No one wants him in. At least put in Wentz if you're going to put in a quarterback. If you're going to sell it, like, you, like, don't want to, like, when you, like, want to hide it. When you don't be like, yo, we're trying to throw this game so we can get the number 6 pick. You don't do that, like, intentionally. Like, you don't do that, like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to do it. And I don't care if anyone, like, knows. Like, you're supposed to hide it a little bit. I don't get it. I don't understand. Stupid. But that game, the Bucks, they should win. They should win. But you never know. They could sell first round to the Washington football team. You never know. The Washington football team beat the Fulton. Why can't I think? They beat the Steelers. They're insane. Alex Smith, what a G. That's all I'm saying. He's a folding G. Okay? He came back after those surgeries. What the fault? Hey, yo. He's nuts. So, you never know what could happen. The Bucks do look like they will win it, though. But they might have to play some hard teams with the Saints, the Seahawks, the Rams, the Packers. They're all good teams there. But, yeah. The only good part, I think, about Washington is you got Alex Smith, and he's played okay. And then you have Chase Young, right? Chase Young. Great pick. Fulton, fantastic, can get to him. If you injure Brady, I don't think he's ever suffered, like, at least a major injury in his career. He's, what, 40-something? How? I don't understand. How? I don't get it. How is he not getting hurt? And he's first, like, good players that hit hard. So I don't... He's just, like, got strong bones. I don't know. But you just got to get to Brady. You got to get to Brady. You got to cover their receivers. All right. Now we got the first seed, the Packers. The thing about the Packers, you got A-Rod. Fantastic quarterback. And you got Devontae Adams, fantastic receiver. The problem is, they can get shut down by any one of these teams. The only teams I don't think they can get shut down by are the football team. That was it. I do think the Bears can beat them, though. If the Bears get that far, I think they can beat them because of just, like, the competitiveness of that. I actually do want to see that in the playoffs because the rivalry's been going on for so long, and that would be insane. But you never know what's going to happen in the playoffs. Unpredictable as fault. But, yeah, so I'm going to give you my quick predictions, score predictions real quick. I'm just going to hit you lightning speed. Ready? Steelers, Browns win it 24-21. Bills, Colts, the Bills win it 31-21. Titans, Ravens, the Titans win it 21-17. Seahawks, Rams, the Seahawks win 17-10. Saints, Bears, the Saints win 21-13. Bucks, football team, Bucks win it 28-10. Alright guys, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And let me know if I'm stupid and you guys think another team will win this. And let me know who you think will win it all. Or who will go to the playoffs. Or who will go to the Super Bowl and win it all. I believe my Super Bowl prediction is the Chiefs versus the Packers. I think it's the 2 first seeds. I don't think there'll be any, like, insane upsets. The only other option for me, there's 2 other options. So, if I have to replace both teams, I think it'll be Bills, Bucks. I think it'll be Bills Bucks. And if I only have to replace one, I think it'll be the Chiefs versus the Bucks. Chiefs versus Bucks. I feel like those are the 3 most likely options. And if something else happens, that'll be Folding Cool. Get ready to watch it tomorrow. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see ya.